everybody, and welcome to the next instalment of Model Tanks with Spartan 086. This time we're going to do Forces of Valor's Opel Blitz. So as you can see, I have 4 Opel Blitzes in front of me. 3 are the originals and 1 is a customised version. A wee bit of history to the Opel Blitz. Obviously it was manufactured by Opel, which still exists today, and they make cars, especially in Europe. The name Blitz obviously comes from lightning. If you know anything about war, you know Blitzkrieg, lightning war. Its engine was a petrol, 68 horsepower. I think it was a straight 6 engine, which came in 1937, 75 horsepower, which was apparently made by GM, or was very similar to GM's, because apparently they could interchange parts with them later on in the war. 1939, the 3.6 ton Blitz was the largest usage for Wehrmacht. It was the backbone of military logistics for the Wehrmacht. Variants included, as you see, ambulance, command and control vehicle, there was a flak 20mm, and obviously the transport versions. Now we'll get into these. As you can see, both versions. One is typical grey, which is probably very early on. War usage, you know, you had the Panzer Grey, very similar. So it was a basic pro design. I think Forces of Valor did this one based on just a non-script kind of style. It wasn't based for Eastern Europe, wasn't based in France. It was just basic design, basic colouring for anywhere in Europe at the time. It's not bad. Good model overall. I quite like it. Again, there's no real much weathering, rustic effect to it, but still overall it's a good model. Looks exactly like the pictures I've seen Opel Blitz. I've never actually seen one in real life, but they look very similar. Obviously with this one they've done a wee bit of pattern, probably for later on. I would say probably Eastern Front, probably after Citadel. Very good, overall good. This one you do actually see a wee bit of effect around the wheels. I think this one was actually done before the rest of them. Not entirely sure, I need to check that one up. But overall, good model. Good one to have. And then you've got the ambulance. Ambulance was a good version to do as well. Obviously with the opening doors, I don't want to do that now. Clumsy fingers in there. But overall, good. You can see it's good. It's a good model. Well done. Very realistic to the time. Again, there's no real weathering done to this one, but it's really up to Forces of Valor to do that. You know, times changed. We just stopped really caring. But still, when I've looked at the pictures of the ambulance version, it's absolutely spot on. So, plus it's also got this wee Wehrmacht license plate, which I think is very nifty. So we'll go to the next one, which is the one with customised version, which is a command and control vehicle. Now this was done after I seen a friend of mine on one of the 132 sites do this. He did a desertised version for command and control vehicle, Africa Corps, which looked absolutely fantastic. So I decided I'd do a wee copy, decided to do something along the lines of Eastern Front. Obviously I've got the radio antennas. Now these aren't spot on. Obviously they had a different kind of style which they did, which was over the top. They did it was like a W effect antenna, but you know, you try your best with what you've got. So as you see here, obviously antennas, and then I'm running down almost like wiring, so you can see there, and then obviously you've got your command and control in there. I added this wee bad boy here. This was actually broken, so I thought rather than bin it, you could just glue it onto this, so it looks like something that they could put down to give themselves a wee bit of room for the rest of them. Obviously I put a wee bit of, it's supposed to be a wee bit of tank netting, or tarp if you want to, up there, give it a covering of our boxes and supplies, a wee bit of rope. So overall, did a good job on that. But Forces of Valor is the main one we're talking about. Good versions, Opel Blitz. I'd like to see the flak version with the 20mm, that would be good. Maybe they might do that. They've still got the mould for the Blitz. so they might do that. You know, you can ask them on their Facebook site. They're very responsive to the buyers. So, you know, no harm, no foul. I've asked them to do a Cold War series, and they said they'll think about it. They're already doing a T72 revamp. So hopefully might end up getting the Cold War series, you know, T62s, T55s, T64s, T80s. So we'll wait and see, maybe even BTRs, BMPs. Anyway, hope everybody's well. Travelling times, hopefully things are going to get better. I hope everyone's well. Take care. Bye.